Assalamu alaikum students. So today we are going to start with our new chapter that is called as what? Biotechnology, chapter number 12, part 1. So today we are going to start with our first slide with what do you mean by biotechnology? Biotechnology, basically from the name itself we can understand that it is the combination or it is the interaction between the biological science and technology. Therefore, it is called as biotechnology. Technology, the involvement of technology with the life. Bio means life, and technology itself, you all know very well what do you mean by technology. So, the involvement or the interaction of biology, of technology with the life, that is called as what? Biotechnology in general term. But as regard to academically, there is one proper definition also regarding the biotechnology. We will see that also. Firstly, I would like to start with it is an applied branch of biology. It is an applied branch of biology. It means that the technique of this biology, it is properly applied base. It is basically used in our daily life application. Therefore, it is kept in the applied branch of biology. The term biotechnology was first used by Carl Recchi in the year 1919 to describe a process for large scale production of pigs. For the large scale production of pigs. Now, coming towards the proper definition of biotechnology. It has been broadly defined as the development and utilization. It is broadly defined as the development and utilization of biological forms, products or processes for obtaining maximum benefits to man and other forms of life. So basically it is defined as the development and utilization of biological forms. All the different forms, products and processes of the biological forms are utilized to get the more and more amount of benefits to the mankind. And also it should be of a proper use. It should be very beneficial to the whole mankind also and to our life also. This is all about the biotechnology. Okay. Now, according to OECD, OECD is what? Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, with the Act of 1981. It is the application of scientific and engineering principles to the processing of materials by biological agents to provide goods and service to the human welfare. Basically, in short, I would like to say that that this biotechnology is used just to give its good service to the human welfare, and to minimize the loads and burdens of the human life with the help of the different biological forms. This is all about the biotechnology. Okay, now we will move to our second slide. Coming towards the second slide, biotechnology it uses scientific principles of microbiology. That is the it is the Microbiology is the study of microorganisms. It is a branch of biology which deals with microorganisms and microorganisms related disorders. Then it uses scientific principles of microbiology, genetics, biochemistry, chemical engineering, mathematics, statistics, computers, and industrial processes. All these are the different types of the subjects and different types of the fields whose principle is used in the proper learning of biotechnology. Coming to the next point, biological agents. What are biological agents? Biological agents means plants and animal cells. Plants and animal cells, which also includes microorganisms, enzymes, or their products. So all these are called as what? Biological agents. As you all can see over here, plant, animal cells, microorganisms, enzymes, and the products, they all are lively products. They all are living. Therefore, they are called as what? Biological agents. As bio means life. So these are the agents which comes under the term called as what? Biological. Therefore, they are called as what? Biological agent. Okay. Then coming to the third point, history of origin of biotechnology is as old as human civilization. So biotechnology is not as new as, but it is the older version. It is the old version. It is as old as human civilization, but there are the new forms of biotechnology. Okay. We will see that further. Development of biotechnology in terms of its growth occurred in two phases. Just just now I said that there are two different types of the biotechnology. The traditional biotechnology, the older one, and the modern biotechnology. Okay, so we will see further in the next slide the two different kinds of the biotechnology, traditional and the modern one. First, we will see the traditional biotechnology. Under traditional biotechnology is the old biotechnology. It was primarily based on fermentation technology. It was basically based on the fermentation technology using microorganisms, as in the preparation of curd, ghee, some vinegar. So, okay, yogurt, cheese making, wine making, etc. So, you all have heard this word: curd, ghee, vinegar, yogurt, cheese making, wine. So, all these are basically, they all are the fermented products. You all know very well how the curd, it is the fermented product of the milk. Wine, it is the fermented products of the grapes. Ghee, again it is the fermented product of the, so it is somewhat fermented product of the cream milk, cream. Vinegar, so yogurt, all these are the fermented products. Fermentation means the with the action of the microorganisms, the first product is converted into somewhat different product, which is also very used thing. So that is called as what? The fermentation. Okay. So it became an art of kitchen in Indian houses. It was more an art than science. People were not aware as to how exactly the process occurs and the organisms causing this process. Basically, in the process of fermentation, the microorganisms are involved. And numbers of microorganisms are present in our food also. They only bring about the fermentation, but for fermentation, a specific environment is needed. Basically, at most of the time, a hot environment is needed. A temperature should be more. In that case, the fermentation takes place. So, people were not aware as to how exactly the process occurs and the organism causing this process. So, the contributions made by several chemists, biochemists, and microbiologists over the time would explain the mechanism of these processes and also the nature of microorganism causing the process. So, it is basically, it is meant to, it is made to aware under the consideration of the different types of the expertise, like several chemists, biochemists, microbiologists. These people, they have put forward the effort to make people aware regarding the regarding the old biotechnology. Basically, to let the people understand how the fermentation or the fermented products are made. Now coming to the next one, modern biotechnology. Under this modern biotechnology, it is basically started during the year of 1970. A new technique of recombinant DNA technology was developed. A new technique that is called as what? Recombinant DNA technology was developed and then established by Stanley Coben and Herbert Boyer in the year 1973. The technique permits to change or modify the genetic material for getting new specific products. What happens in this? In biotechnology, in modern biotechnology, the technique permits or gives chance basically to change or to modify the genetic structure only. The heritable, the inbuilt structure or the material of any of the substance or the living product is changed for getting a new specific product. This is what is done in modern biotechnology. The combination of biology and production technology based on genetic engineering evolved into modern biotechnology. And that modern biotechnology is nothing but it's a new biotechnology. Now, coming to the next slide, now we will see how the awareness is given to the people over the use of the different kinds of the uh, biotechnology. So, there are two major features of technology that differentiate the modern biotechnology from the old biotechnology. They are that major features are: the first one is capability of science to change the genetic material for getting new specific products through ribosomal DNA technology. rDNA technology is it's written over here rDNA technology. rDNA technology is nothing but it's a ribosomal DNA technology. Then from different techniques are given from which the genetic material is changed and we get a new specific products. So these are the different kinds of the techniques. Under that, the first one is the rDNA technology, polymerase chain reaction, that is the PCR technique, microarrays, cell culture, and fusion and bioprocessing. All these are the different types of the techniques which are present, which are used under the big vast stream of the biotechnology to get the new specific products by changing their genetic material. And in last, I would like to say that basically for to benefit all it is done just to give benefits to us, to mankind. Coming to the second point, ownership of the technology and its socio political impact. Socio-political impacts, again, by using all this technology we get a new product, and these new products are also very used socially also, to the people also, and at the political level also. How political level? Somehow it increases the economic conditions also. Through this we can get a very good amount of foreign exchange also. So therefore, as it increases the economical value also, so vice versa it is also very used for the, it also have a great impact on our political politically also, it has its own great impact. Okay, socially also and politically also. Now, the conventional industries, pharmaceutical industries, agro-based industries, food industries, etc., they are also focusing attention towards the to produce biotechnology-based products. Why? Because there are because there are much more profit over there. We get a very good amount of currency, we get a very good amount of capital, and it also increases the economical and social and political values of our country. Therefore, all the different types of industries, the conventional industries means all the old handmade industries, by old method industries, all comes in the under conventional industries. Then pharmaceutical industries, the medicine making industries. Then agro industries, the agro based products industries. Then food industries. All these industries, the people of these industries, they are focusing more to produce the biotechnological based industries, as we get a very good amount of money from this source. Biotechnology is based on two main features. Okay, biotechnology Now we will see, I would like to start with the next slide. So under this slide, we will see the principles and process of biotechnology. What are the principles and processes of biotechnology? So modern biotechnology is based on two main core techniques, modern biotechnology. What are they? The first one is the genetic engineering and the second one is the chemical engineering. So these two are the part and parcel of the modern biotechnology. Genetic engineering deals with the alteration of genetic material. Alteration of the genetic material means the shifting and shuffling of the genes, that is the genetic material. Now what are the genes or the genetic material? They are nothing but they are the DNA and RNA. They are the DNA and the RNA of the chromosomes. So the alteration of these genetic material, all it comes in the field that is called as what? Genetic engineering. Whereas coming to the chemical engineering, it deals with maintaining the sterile environment for manufacturing variety of useful products including the vaccines, antibodies, enzymes, organic acids, vitamins, and therapeutic products. Therapeutic products means the products which are useful at the medicinal level. They are called as what? The therapeutic products. As these are also the medicinal products, but they are also used like vaccines, antibodies, enzymes, organic acids, vitamins. So all this comes under the chemical engineering, because in all these the chemicals are majorly involved. Therefore all this comes into the chemical engineering. Now we will see genetic engineering in more detail. Okay. Genetic engineering is defined as the manipulation of genetic material, means alteration or the changing, alteration, modification. All these are the one word for manipulation. So genetic engineering is defined as the manipulation of genetic material. Genetic material means as likewise I have said just now in the last slide, DNA and RNA. These are our genetic material towards the desired end. It means towards our product, towards our desired product, the product what we want, and in a directed and predetermined way using in vitro process. And in a directed and predetermined way means in a proper professional way. Directed way means in a proper professional way, in a proper applied manner, and predetermined way. Predetermined way means it should be properly pre-planned, how it should be done. So that is called as what? Predetermined way, using in vitro process. Using in vitro. The word in vitro means at lab level. Whatever the thing is going to be done, the alteration, the manipulation, the changing of the genes, whatever the thing is going to done, everything is going to done at the lab level, at laboratory level. So it means whenever any of the thing is done, any of the product what we want at the lab level, at the laboratory level. So this process, all that processes are called as what? In vitro process. In vitro process. So I'm repeating it once more. Genetic engineering is defined as the manipulation of genetic material towards a desired end and in a directed and predetermined way using in vitro process. I hope you got it, the proper definition of genetic engineering. Now, manipulation of genes involves what? As I have said, the genetic engineering is the manipulation of genetic material. So, what are the manipulation of the genetic material, or what are the manipulation of genes which are involved, or what are the things which are involved in the manipulation of genes? We will see that. Starting with the first one, repairing of the defective genes or replacing of the defective genes by healthy genes or normal genes. Okay, so the first one is repairing of the defective genes or replacing of the defective genes. Now, n numbers of times it happens that the genes of the animals or plants or any of the microorganisms, it gets damaged due to any of the abnormal condition, while the embryological development of the plant or animal or any of the microorganism, so it results into the defective genes. The defect in the genes occur, or the defect in the genes occur. So for that reason, it has to be get repaired. It has to be get repaired, or it has to be get replaced, or replacing of the defective genes. By what? How? By healthy genes. The defective genes are replaced by healthy genes or normal genes, so that to get our desired product, to cut out the unwanted thing and to get the wanted thing, the desired thing, the desired product. So this is what happens under the manipulation of genes in the first point. Okay, this is what it is done, the first reason. Coming to the second point of manipulation of genes involves what next? Artificially synthesizing of a totally new gene. Artificially synthesizing of a totally new gene. It means what? Synthesizing. The word synthesizing means making. Okay, so artificially. So the expertise over here, the biotechnological people, or I can say the microbiologist, or the basically the microbiologists do their work. So the microbiologist over here, what they do, or the virologist, or the people expertise of this field, biotechnology field, chemical engineer field, they synthesize the artificial gene to get the new product. I'll give you one example over here. In our market, when you go, and I just want to give you one example. N numbers of time I say that new product, desired product. So I'll give you one example of I have n numbers of example, but I'll give you one right now. See, in the market, when you go for buying any of the grocery, in bazaar and in market, you people have n numbers of time have seen Maltas come over there. Maltas means the chemos. In English, they are called as what? Chemos. So Malta, that Malta is what? It is the hybrid. It is the genetically engineered product, our desired product, which is made from the combination of two fruits. What are they? The two fruits, their mother fruits are oranges and lime juice. Orange और मौसम्बी से मिलके ये प्रोडक्ट बना है जिसे हम कहते हैं माल्टा. ओके, सो ये माल्टा, I would like to say this Malta is the genetically engineered product. We are human beings and we want always a good and new product. And the product should be of our desired thing. हमें जैसा चाहिए हम वैसा मांगते हैं कि हमको ये नहीं अच्छा लगा, हमको ये चीज नहीं चाहिए, इसके अंदर मिठास ज्यादा, दिस वन ऑरेंज की मिठास होना चाहिए और लाइम जूस का थोड़ा सा खट्टापन होना चाहिए. अकेले किसी को ऑरेंज नहीं पसंद, किसी को लाइम जूस नहीं पसंद, तो कस्टमर्स, ऑन द डिमांड ऑफ कस्टमर्स, the scientists, the microbiologists, the biotechnologist people, whatever you can say, they have invented a new product, a desired product through this field, through the genetical engineer field, and that is called as what? Malta or chemos. So this is one of the example I would like to explain through this example, that we want a new product. So in market nowadays, n numbers of the things come in our market. N numbers of fruits are there, n numbers of veggies are available, which are made through this genetically engineered method. But to some extent it is good, but after some extent it is not good enough, as n numbers of chemicals are used. Health wise it is not good enough. More importantly, we should use a product of a that should not have a more amount of chemical in it. Okay, otherwise health wise it will be very dangerous to us. Now, coming to our topic, the third point of this is transfer of genes into a new location or into a new organism. This is also one of the manipulation. How the basically these are the ways how the what is the meaning of manipulation. The first one was the repairing of the defective genes or replacing the defective genes with the normal genes or the healthy genes. Then the second point was artificially making of the totally new gene for our desired product. Okay. Then third point is transfer of genes into a new location, transferring a gene from one body to the another body or at a new location or into a new organism. Then coming to the next way of manipulation is what? Introducing an altogether new gene. एक नया ही जीन इजाद कर देना. That is called as what? Introduction of a new gene. Then coming to the next point, manipulation of genes for improvement of living organism. For a proper betterment or a betterment of the living organism or improvement of a living organism. Manipulation of genes. Combining of genes from two organisms. Combining of genes from two different organisms, and from that two different organisms we get a new one. Okay. Then coming to the next one, altering the genotype, and also sometimes the gene cloning. Gene cloning is the making the copy, the exact copy of one of the gene, and that is called as what? The gene cloning. All this is done at the laboratory level, and all these are the different ways of manipulation of genes, which is done at the laboratory level under in vitro process. Okay. Then lastly, I would like to say genetic engineering is alternatively called recombinant DNA technology or gene cloning. So genetic engineering is also said by two more other names, and what are they? They're also specified by recombinant DNA technology. Recombinant means deriving a new body, making a new thing, making a new product, a desired product, and that product should be a very good for the whole mankind. It should be very beneficial for the whole human welfare. So it is called as a recombinant DNA technology or the gene cloning. Okay. Now, what do you mean by genetic engineering? Genetic engineering, it means it is the process of manually adding new DNA to an organism. Okay, manually, because we human being wants, it is our desire to get the new thing. We are very vulnerable creature. I just want to say you that we are very vulnerable creature. We want something new, something very beneficial to us, which makes our life more easy. So in making that life more easy, we are making our desired products, and these desired products we are getting from the genetic engineering. It is the process of manually adding new DNA to an organism. The goal is to add one or more new triads. Triads means characters of the organism that are not already found in that organism. Examples of genetically engineered transgenic organisms currently on the market include plants with resistance to some insects, plants that can tolerate herbicides, and crops with modified oil content. Now, I'll explain you this in a more better way. See, coming to the next point, okay, we will see the goal is what? Come to the goal point. The goal is to add one or more new triads. By adding or subtracting, whatever the thing, not subtracting, but adding one or more new triads or characters, the character what we want. For example, just now I have said that likewise in Malta is the combination of the two fruits, which fruit? Orange and lime juice. Orange और मौसम्बी से बना हुआ है. ओके, अब ऑरेंज की मिठास चाहिए तो मिठास क्या है? इट इज वन ऑफ द कैरेक्टर. और लाइम जूस की क्या है कैरेक्टर इज व्हाट? खट्टापन. ये दोनों की चीजें हमको एक का मीठापन और एक का खट्टापन हमको मिला के चाहिए एक नए प्रोडक्ट में. दिखने में वो सामने से ज्यादा अच्छा होना चाहिए. ऑरेंज की तरह बाहर से खुरदुरा नहीं होना चाहिए और लाइम जूस की जैसा शेडी पार्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. तो हमको जैसा चाहिए, how we human being want the product, so all that thing is put it up artificially, manually, at lab level, at laboratory level. So therefore it is called as what? Genetic engineering. Okay. Examples of genetically engineered transgenic organism currently on the market includes plants with some of the plants, they have the resistance to some insects. Now, so resistance to some insects means how many times we are going to put the pesticides. Now there is they will not have any of the effects, any of the side effects or to some insects, so they become very resistant. आदि हो जाते हैं वो insects, उनको कुछ भी ये herbicides का कुछ नुकसान नहीं होगा. Herbicides are what? Sides means to kill to herbs. Herbicides and herbicides are there. Then plants that can tolerate herbicides also, and crops with modified oil content. All these are the different ways and different things, examples of genetically engineered transgenic organisms. बहुत सारे प्लांट्स है जो इंसेक्ट्स के रेजिस्टेंस हो गए हैं, और बहुत सारे प्लांट्स है जो टॉलरेट कर सकते हैं बहुत सारे हर्बिसाइड्स को, और क्रॉप्स हैं विद मोर मॉडिफाइड ऑयल कंटेंट. Now some examples of genetic modification, some genetic manipulation we can say. So some genetic modification examples are oncomouse. So this oncomouse, it is modified lab mouse used for cancer research. It is basically modified. The mouse genes are modified at the lab level at in vitro process under the lab level in vitro condition, so that the cancer research is done on this mouse. Okay. First, second, xenotransplantation. This one now what does it mean? Transplant of the tissues from one species to another. Xenotransplantation means transplant of the tissues from one species to another. So this is called xenotransplantation. Modified for human acceptance, so that the human being, basically for the human welfare, it is done. Then GMOs. The full form of GMO is genetically modified organism. Both animals and crops modified to be less susceptible to disease, have higher yields, and biofuel creation. Basically, all these are the aspects and the thing what we human being wants for, so that we should be get off or away from the different types of diseases also, and we can get more and more amount of benefits from the environment also, and the price of should be also low, but the price of all these products are higher as compared to the normal products. It is one of the main drawback of the biotechnology, as it requires the human efforts also, and numbers of the techniques and processes also, so it requires a good amount of capital too. Therefore it is very as per, but it is costly enough as compared to the normal products. It is one of the the main drawback of the biotechnology. Okay. Now here I'm ending up my today's lecture. Now we will see you in the next lecture, inshallah. And here I'm Tuba Ansari signing off with my today's lecture. Wassalatu wassalam.